You saw your boy Trump today say Elon gonna be out in a minute.
What'd he say?
That's what he said. Pull it up.
No, Elon said fake news.
Who said that?
Elon.
Elon gonna get reminded who the fucking president is in a minute. Okay.
In this video, Andrew Schulz and Charlemagne discuss rumors that there's a growing rift between Donald Trump and Elon Musk. Charlemagne floats a rumor that Elon Musk is going to split with the administration, but Andrew Schulz isn't buying it. With that, let's watch Andrew Schulz humiliate Charlemagne over his stupid take.
You saw your boy Trump today say Elon gonna be out in a minute.
What'd he say?
That's what he said. Pull it up.
No, Elon said fake news.
Who said that?
Elon.
Elon gonna get reminded who the fucking president is in a minute. Okay.
Do you think that he said it like on some?
Well, he's part of the special task force. It's only 100 days anyway. But Trump said today that I don't know if he didn't say, but a report came out that he's told his inner circle that Elon's days are numbered. Like he's got to step down from his position.
I mean, they did say it was going to be limited, so.
I mean, yeah, and you look at it, it's just stocks in Tesla are crumbling.
Do you think that it had something to do with the Wisconsin Supreme Court judge voting or whatever the fuck that was?
Probably.
Special election, yeah.
Special election.
I'm so detached from what's going on.
Musk spent $20 million on that campaign.
I heard 30.
30. Well, he spent 20 directly with the candidate, and he might have spent more with the Republican Party.
But why was it so crucial for the Republican Party?
It's important because it's the first special election in any capacity since the election, so it's seen as a referendum on Trump and Musk, especially since Musk basically tried to buy the election. And then secondly, the Supreme Court, I guess, in Wisconsin is, very important in terms of some of the voting issues there, and Trump's tried to have some votes thrown out in the past. So it was, it's a referendum on Trump and Musk. So it's significant that the Democrat won, though there were also special elections in Florida, and in that case, the Republicans won.
Yeah, Rachel Bade. That's what it says. Rachel Bade said she had a scoop. President Trump has told his inner circle and members of his cabinet that Elon Musk will be stepping back in the coming weeks from his current role. The press secretary, Caroline Levitt, said this scoop is garbage. Elon Musk and President Trump have both publicly stated that Elon will depart from public service as a special government employee when his incredible work at Doge is complete. Elon Musk says, yeah, fake news. So, yeah, they're...
You could tell Charlemagne does his research prior to doing their podcast. I can't believe that neither of them knew the importance of the special election in Wisconsin. What it sounds like right now is they're talking about a story that's been reported as incorrect. The last time I heard Trump talk about Elon publicly, and he may have since then, but I don't know, a week ago or so, Donald Trump said something to the effect of, I love Elon working with us and we want him to work with us for as long as he can. He's like, I know eventually he'll have to get back to his businesses, but, basically they'll accept his services as long as he's willing to offer them. Hopefully Elon has some folks, and I'm sure that he does, that will allow him to transition out and the Doge team can still be run effectively. One thing I do fear is that once Elon's out of the spotlight and the Democrats keep throwing up hurdles over dumb stuff like trying to bring back a gang member from El Salvador to our country, or being mad that Trump doesn't want to fund Harvard because he thinks they handled anti-Semitic rhetoric poorly, and they want to fight him on this stuff. So anyway, my point was, I just hope Doge and the rooting out waste, fraud, and abuse doesn't get put on the back burner, and that Donald Trump and Elon Musk are able to delegate appropriately, because I don't even think we've hit the tip of the iceberg as far as continuing to save the taxpayers' money, stop spending money on wasteful BS. Not to mention, I would really like to see some criminal investigations into some of the stuff the Doge team has found. We know there's rampant corruption in our government, and I could be wrong, but it doesn't seem like any investigations into specific activities, corruption, abuse, or otherwise, have begun based on everything Doge has found. And you just can't convince me that with everything they've found, they haven't found some slam dunk cases of corruption. But as we see with everything, these politicians are slick and they have ways of shutting people up and shutting things down. And I always thought that Donald Trump and Elon Musk were more immune than most to that stuff. Hopefully they are, and hopefully we do see continued savings of the American people's money. And like I said, I'd really like to see some people made examples of for treating the American people's tax dollars like their own personal piggy bank. Anyway, let's get back to the video.
They're in control of that narrative. Elon will be stepping down. They just, you know what I'm saying? They just don't want to make it seem like he's probably not getting pushed out. His days is probably up. He did the 100 days. He's probably out. And they probably like, you know what, Elon? Your shit is all fucked up right now. Your shit is in shambles. Go off to the side and be in the shadows. And that's my whole thing. If you already are Elon Musk, there's no reason for you to be front and center with any of this. You could be still spending your money and still being puppet master behind the scenes.
But when you buy something, you want to play with it. You know, when you purchase something, a new car, you don't want to drive it.
Yeah, but when you buy
the White House.
when you buy a vibrator, you don't motherfucking use it in the middle of the street in front of everybody.
Elon's different.
When you buy pocket pussy, you don't motherfucking jack off in a room full of people, Chris.
The guy made a big purchase, man. Let him have fun.
Yeah, but he's not the first, you know, rich person who's made a big purchase in politics. He's just the
nothing
first.
on this size. Wait, this is a very special purchase.
George Soros has been spending a lot of money for
Not
a long
like
time.
this.
I mean, come on.
Oh, come on.
Maybe not in one pop.
But if you
But
add
George
up,
Soros has spent a lot of money over the
I
years.
got a new watch. Let him wear his watch.
The Koch brothers.
Elon is the Diddy of this shit. He decided to be Frank Lucas. He put on the fur coat and the fur hat, and he sat front row at the fight. And now this shit is coming back to bite him in the ass.
That's interesting.
Go back into the shadows. You don't got to be front and center with this shit. You don't got to be Diddy all up in the videos.
That's an interesting
You really
take.
don't.
Yeah.
Why? This is ego.
If you like watching videos like this one, like and subscribe. We'd really appreciate it. Let's get back to the video.
Does not have to be front and center.
That's a great point.
Like you're trying to tell me that there's not a rich person that has donated the camera. I don't know what George Soros looks like.
It actually doesn't benefit it at all.
None.
Because it benefits his businesses because these are publicly traded businesses. So people, if they like him, if he's a celebrity CEO, they'll invest in that stock. You're not investing in the stock of the United States of America because you like him. Yes, you could buy treasuries or whatever the fuck, but it's not something that can go up in value in that way. So it doesn't behoove the government to have you as the celebrity CEO. Just fix the things you think you need to fix and then do it without even mentioning it. And then more people will probably be okay with it. You've become so polarizing that it's probably limiting your ability to be successful in government.
Tesla's stock is down. Tesla's sales are down so much so that they had to put a Tesla in front of the White House. That Donald Trump had to say he shouldn't be going through all of this. Like, it's silly. You're a businessman. And you're getting all these checks from the fucking government. Nobody has to see you front and center, Elon. You don't have to be on Twitter, you know, chastising people, aggravating motherfuckers. You don't have to do any of that. So all of this stuff that's impacting his business right now, he's caused that on himself by being Ego Musk. Simple as that. Ego Musk. Let's pay some bills, Taylor gang.
So if I'm hearing Charlemagne correctly, all of the vandalism of Elon Musk's vehicles, dealerships, all the vandalism of private citizens' cars that have nothing to do with Elon Musk other than they patronize his business. What I'm hearing from Charlemagne is that's all his fault because he's on TV too much or because he expresses his political opinions on X. That's his fault, huh? I don't care what Elon Musk says. He has the right to say it. And people can disagree with him. They can be angry with him. They can feel however they want. But no one deserves to have people commit crimes and attack their businesses because they disagree with someone politically. Oh, and by the way, Charlemagne, you said, I've never even seen George Soros. That's by design, buddy. You and your guy off camera are talking out of your ass if you think that Elon Musk has spent more than George Soros. You just don't know as much about how much Soros puts into these elections. George Soros is involved in almost every critical election. He's gotten so many people elected, all of the activist judges and the woke DAs. That's in large part to George Soros. So Elon Musk just stepped into politics with his antics. George Soros has been doing it a long time. He hates this country. And you say he's front and center because of his ego. Well, I think he's also front and center because the president and his administration are committed to transparency. So I think the president asks him to give updates on what's going on with Doge. Then when he does tell them what he's doing, and again, very transparent, the Democrats complain about him all the time. Could you imagine? I mean, let's be honest. With Democrats, Elon Musk is damned if he does, damned if he doesn't. Because can you imagine what they'd say if he didn't let the American people know what him and his Doge team were up to? The front page of the New York Times would be, "What is Doge hiding?" Personally, I'm grateful for the time Elon Musk has put into investigating our ridiculously bloated federal government. Not to mention, he's doing it for free. But we want to hear from you. What do you guys think? I have heard nothing about this, and it sounds like I said they debunked themselves. I haven't heard that Trump and Elon are having issues. I have noticed, though, that the Democrat Party is really desperately trying to spin a narrative that Trump voters are now regretting their vote for him. And I think I've heard rumblings of Trump and Elon not getting along before, but it's never from the Trump administration. It's always from some second, third, fourth, fifth hand source. That's just not true. I've never heard Elon or President Trump say a bad thing about one another in public. Have you guys heard anything about tension between the two of them? If so, please let me know about it in the comments. Anyway, as always, really appreciate you watching, and we will see you in the next one.